I want to do a quick video on how to cut and prepare fiberglass insulation batts for installation. I had a little bit of trouble cutting initially, but figured a couple things that help I thought I would share. The headers on here are only 7 foot. Most batts come standard 93 inches to fit an 8-foot wall. I could just overstuff it, but I prefer to have a clean installation where it seals and there's no extra stuffed into the corners. So I cut it. Since I had to cut so many, I just have a template right here. Start from the top, mark it, and there's my mark line. It fits all of them. What I use to cut is a couple things. I use a standard utility knife. It seems to cut the paper pretty well. I also use a Havalon knife. It's designed for hunting, skinning. It's a razor blade, but it's a much longer blade, so it reaches better in through the insulation. The type of blades you want are the 60A. You can get those on Amazon, pretty much anywhere. And then, of course, a boss stitch type hammer stapler and a good T-square. If you're working with fiberglass, definitely want to cover yourself up and protect yourself. Long sleeve shirt, long sleeve pants. I wear gloves, eye protection. I normally also wear a respirator, 3M 7500 series. Particulate filters on there, and this one cut right now I'm not, just to be easier to hear me since it muffles it quite a bit. As I said, I have a pre-marked line since these are all the same cut, all the same distance. What I have found is with a standard utility knife, just a light cut through the paper. Once it's popped open like that, the Havalon all the way down, one slice, and done. That easy. So all the insulation's cut and put into place. That's basically what it's looked like, just loose stuffed. It hasn't been stapled in yet. This side's finished, ready to go. You can see how much cleaner and tighter it is once you staple it. You can staple it along the inside of the stud, right there, down the side, or you can staple it out this way. I prefer this way. It gives a little bit more of a barrier. I'm a little disappointed in this batch of insulation. And by the way, I have no sponsors of any kind. This is purchased out of my own pocket. I did the section over there in the other video that I showed where I covered it in sheathed walls with OSB. It was perfectly smooth and flat. And for some reason, this batch of insulation has a real bad crinkle right here. So it doesn't smooth out like the rest of this does. You can see a couple pieces I had left over of R15, how much smoother it is right there versus once you get into this. Electrical's ready. I use cut-in boxes. I prefer that when I'm working with wall sheathing. That's Elvira, the shop cat. None of the wires are hot right now, but I prefer to cut in that way. I just find it's a little bit cleaner install, a little bit easier to do. I think the finished product looks better. That still needs to be tucked, pulled, and stapled in, which I'm about to finish up now. Again, thank folks for watching, and like, subscribe, and please leave comments.